Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome people to episode 604 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Matt Foster, and as ever, I am joined by...
Becky Foster, hello everybody.
And...
Ian Loring, hello.
And what have we got? We've got a bit of a bumper show actually this week, accidentally. Often our bumper shows are planned. Well, as planned as we ever do things. But yeah, we've got a bit of a bumper show. So we've got Springsteen, Delivery from Nowhere, which should just be called Delivery from Nowhere, but we'll get into that later on. A House of Dynamite. It's not a real House of Dynamite, I checked. We have Frankenstein again. This time Guillermo del Toro is doing it. And we have the last of the original, before the new one comes out, Hell House.
The OG.
One of the OGs, yes, even though it was released 2 years ago. And we've got some what we've been watching and bits within there. Listen to my friend's shows. I'm rattling through this like a motherfucker.
I know, it's actually quite organised here. It's crazy.
Yeah, listen to our friend's shows. Listen to Rewatch Project. Listen to Trin Stroker versus Punter. Listen to Entertainment Landfill. Listen to Norrin Mulberry, if that's still going. Listen to good shows. But finish this one first. Finish this one first.
Stick around, guys.
Because there's going to be some choice cuts.
It's going to be a ride.
Yeah. What else is there to go through? Not a lot. So let's fucking jump into some trailers. Yeah. Have we had any surprise trailers this week like we had last week?
What was the surprise trailer?
Last week there was a surprise trailer, Crime 101, that a film that none of us had heard of, and it stars some quite big people.
Yeah.
So what have we got? What have we got, guys?
So, new trailer for Sentimental Value, which I'm really looking forward to. Joaquin Von Trier's follow-up to The Worst Person in the World. Renata Reinsberg, Stellan Skarsgård, Elle Fanning. Yeah, I'm ready for some Nordic emotion about the film director being icy with his kids.
It's supposed to be very, very good, and it looks very, very good. Yeah. I like the fact that they've gone for a really upbeat trailer, and every scene Stellan Skarsgård smiling in it. Yet it's supposed to be quite weighty at points. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Like I say, it's had really, really good word of mouth. So yeah, and the trailer's good. All set during the day, like movies that are set during the day. Too many movies are set at night. But yeah, looks very good. What else have we got? There isn't that many this week.
Dead Man's Wire.
Dead Man's Wire, Gus Van Sant back. So when you get these legendary filmmaker, visionary filmmaker, when that came up, I was a bit like, yeah, go on then, actually, Gus Van Sant. I think you're alright with that. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while since we've had a new Gus Van Sant, but this looks very Santy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I was really confused at the end where it said trailer coming soon, because it was like, that kind of is a trailer.
Yeah, it's a teaser, but you watch it going, feels like a trailer, this.
Is it supposed to be a teaser?
Yeah, it's a bit of a teaser, but you've put more than 60% in. So, not really a tease, is it? Looks good. I like the fact that Bill Skarsgård just goes around just making whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he really does, to be fair. It's like he's made his nut with it, and he's just like, fuck this shit, then I can just do what I want. It looks fun. I
mean, you had Alexander Skarsgård turning up to the premiere of Pillion in a full, BDSM, regalia.
Love that for him.
It's just great. And the fact that apparently he wore it the entire night and didn't get changed.
Fair. Was there any new ones we saw in the cinema? Apart from the one that I said I'd rather shoot myself in the knee than watch.
Well, what was that, Becky, that you said you'd rather shoot yourself in the knee than watch?
Coral,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Coral?
Fuck that shit. Choral, as in chorus? Choral.
Oh, the fucking Ray Fiennes one.
Yeah, why are you doing this, Rafe?
Yeah.
Did you lose a bet?
Looks fucking awful.
The thing is, it looks terrible. And the fact that there is at least 6 or 7 mentions within just the trailer of don't mention the Germans in it. It's just a bit like, oh, God, this is.
Yeah.
Oh,
we all love a bit of xenophobia, don't we?
Yeah.
It's. I mean, people do. So.
I mean, British people do. Yeah, that's why there's fucking St George's crosses and Union flags everywhere.
But it's just that was just a little bit like. What? There's people in it going. I get why you're there. I know why you're there. But Riff, why are you there?
Kitchen sink's your vibe, but Rafe, why are you there?
That looks like an absolute piece of shit. Yeah. What else have we got? What doesn't? Go on.
Well, we've got Fackham Hall.
Fackham Hall, yeah.
Fuck that as well.
Fuck that! Did you watch the trailer?
I won't put a single penny in Jimmy Carr's pocket. I hate him.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr is a bit of a stain on that movie. But I'll watch it because it looks fun.
As soon as that guy shot the shotgun up in the air and the deer came down from the sky, I laughed. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed from the studio that watched the first that sort of watched the first 2 seasons of Downton Abbey. Specifically, they just mentioned the first 2 seasons.
I also enjoyed the chimney sweep dying and them celebrating the 7-year-old longest living chimney sweep ever.
Yeah, the thing is, it's going to be one of those that has an awful lot of like rapid fire jokes at it. That some of them just won't land, but. I'm. Do you know what? Go on. A farce taking the piss out of Downton Abbey fans. Go on then.
It's a good cast as well. Yeah. I mean, okay, maybe Jimmy Carr accepted. Even though, again, I thought the whole bit of him reading the stuff and reading it all sentences like merged together makes him sound like he's saying something else. It's stupid and it's obvious, but it is quite funny.
It was quite funny, to be fair, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
the guy's funny, he's just a terrible person.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fackham Hall. Didn't know anything about this before the trailer. I saw it was called Fackham Hall and I was like, that sounds like a comedy, and there we are.
Yeah, I was a bit like that. A bit like, that's going to be something.
Has Tom Felton had some kind of really bad drug problem that we're unaware of? Because he looks old as fuck.
Tom, is he
Draco Malfoy, yeah.
No, he's just terrible.
But, not right, yes. But his acting talent doesn't speak to the fact that he looks about 50.
Maybe there's some kind of thing that's gone, do you know what? You've made an entire career out of being just terrible at what you're doing. We're going to take your youth from you.
Like a reverse, what's his chops? Dorian Gray.
Reverse Dorian Gray, yeah. Every time someone rewatches a Harry Potter film, he loses like 5 minutes of life from his soul.
Fair.
Honestly, I look at like people who like Reform MPs and like UKIP MPs from back in the day and whatnot, and I do think like, does that hate, like that constant pissed offness, actually have some sort of weird effect on your physical appearance?
Like your inner ugliness shows on the outside.
It's because using any kind of skincare product is woke.
It is real woke.
But I mean, I tell you what, like we had a by-election in the county next to us last week, Caerphilly, and the Reform member for Caerphilly, I'll put it in our WhatsApp.
I've seen him.
He just looks like bile and hate for 10 years has just congealed on a person.
He's only like early 30s as well, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's young. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it does. I actually do think it does. Like, I don't know why, but it does. Like Farage isn't as old as you'd think he is. Like, he's quietly younger than you think he is. The fact that the man has basically been 67 years old since he was born doesn't help. But yeah, it is. Hate causes you to age. It's a fact.
Who does Tom Felton hate?
What?
Who does Tom Felton hate? Oh.
I'm sure he's a very nice man, but he's his chosen profession he's terrible at, and yet he's managed to make a career out of it. So every time someone watches a Harry Potter movie, he loses 5 minutes of his life. He should be dead by now.
Oh, he's defended Rowling, hasn't he? So maybe that's his punishment. Oh, fuck me, Ian. He does look old.
Yeah, that's not
Looks like a potato.
He does like a potato.
And that's an insult to potatoes.
And it makes me laugh that like Farage has been in the county for like days, and then he didn't even bother turning up to the fucking count because they obviously had internal polling. It was like, we haven't done it. You know, so it's just him by himself. Like their head of policy fucked off an hour into the count as well, and apparently it was just him. Like no other Reform representation there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, good. Fucking losers.
Yeah, no, I mean, like they you know, they were 10% behind. Like it was enough for me to feel relatively comfortable. But anyway, we got Senate elections next year, and it's either going to be Plaid Cymru or Reform, and I'm a little bit whoever wins, we lose on that, if I'm honest. But you know, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Plaid Cymru are way better than Reform. It's just not who I want. Anyway, move on.
What else? That's it, I think, for trailers from me. Yeah. Quiet week for trailers.
Yep.
Quiet week. Started watching one for a film called I Can Only Imagine 2. And then I looked at it like a minute in and we went, this feels like a God trailer.
Yeah.
And so we
that was that one. I saw it in the YouTube history and I was like, what the fuck was that? I don't remember watching that. It was the Goddy one, wasn't it?
So we threw that fucker right out.
Binned it right off.
Binned it off by just pressing the back button.
Yeah.
Right, fuck it.
I am very close to dog barking because Amazon person is here.
Right.
So just warning about noise in the background in a minute.
Let's review a fucking movie. Right. Oh, let's get this out of the way. Springsteen Delivered Me From Nowhere is written and directed by Scott Cooper, based on a book by Warren Zanes. Stars Jeremy Allen White, Jeremy Strong, Paul Walter Hauser, Stephen Graham, Odessa Young. Who am I missing?
Muting my mic. Don't start with me muting my mic. I can still hear.
And other people, including Jimmy Iovine, playing himself. He insisted that if he was going to be in the movie, he wanted to be the voice of himself. Because that's Jimmy Iovine for you. Which isn't a criticism. So what is it? What is it the story of? Well, what does IMDb say it's the story of? And let's see how wrong they are or how right they might be. So what have we got? Where are we? Deliver me. There we go. Bruce Springsteen's journey crafting his 1982 album Nebraska, which emerged as he recorded Born in the USA with the E Street Band on Warren Zane's book. That doesn't even make sense as sentences. So yes, it is.
Sentences.
Yeah, it doesn't even... so what is it about? It's basically Springsteen after the River Tour and his recording of the album Nebraska. And, well, it's more about the fact that it was the time when he realised that he was suffering quite badly from depression. Who wants to go? Ian, has your parcel come?
I'll go. Yeah. All right. So look, I'm the one of the three of us with the least connection to Springsteen. I think. I really like him. Obviously, we went to see the Boss a couple of years back. But Nebraska is not, not one that I like it, but it's not an album that's like core to me or anything like that. And so I thought it was shit. To be honest, I thought Jeremy Allen White was very good, but like with some really rough material that he had to say. It was a film that felt as if they were trying to strike while the iron was hot, because they had Jeremy Allen White and Jeremy Strong's schedules aligned. And I don't think this screenplay should have been the one that actually reached the screen. We'll get into it, but the fabricated aspects of it I actually like they didn't bring anything to it. They made him seem like a less interesting person, and I'll be honest. I mean, even like his troubled childhood, I didn't think seemed especially troubled in this. Like it was, done with Springsteen wanting to respect his father, and so it's maybe not as impactful as it probably should have been for the effect that it obviously had on him. I thought it was a really poor film. I'm really fucking intrigued to see what you guys thought of it.
Becky.
I mean, really, basically the opposite. I thought it was a good film, but I still believe it's miscast. I don't think Jeremy Allen White was very good in it at all. It doesn't sound like Bruce Springsteen talking, or really, as highlighted by the film, which is a bit of a boo-boo on the film's part, when they actually play Springsteen singing, which they do. It highlights how different he sounds. They should have just not played any Springsteen singing audio in the film.
Agree with you on that.
Let Jeremy Allen White be Springsteen for that period of time.
Agree on that, but what a thing that I hate in biopics is when people go on about how much the person sounds like the person. Like the whole Rami Malek, Freddie Mercury. Oh, doesn't he sound like him? No, he doesn't. Don't try and sound like people.
Could have tried a bit. Springsteen sounds quite eloquent. Like, he doesn't sound like...
He sounds more eloquent now.
Fair. And
You're talking 43 years ago.
Did he sound like just a thug at that point then?
Well, he looks like a thug in this movie.
He does, really. He sounds quite, like, unpolished.
He was a lot more nervous.
Yeah, see, it's just not giving nervous. But then I don't know who else you would cast. I think it's a hard part to cast. But I think the film's really good. I think if you're going to take a snapshot of time, which was quite pivotal, then, really concentrate on that. I think it's too fucking long, and I think that there's the whole thread with that Birdwick kid that could have been binned. Didn't need it at all. And you could have saved yourself like half an hour there. A tight 90-minute version of this would be really good.
I actually agree and disagree at the same time. I agree in the fact that you could have had a 2-hour movie, but a different movie. That's why I agree with you on that point. I agree with Ian's point. Do you want me to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I agree with Ian's point. The script is bad. The script is not good. It's underwritten. Which goes into what you said there, Ian, about it does feel like they rushed to get this out.
Yeah, for the
casting. There, it does feel underwritten. Scott Cooper is he's a filmmaker that I like, but he's made some, like, I would say he's a filmmaker I like. He's made one movie that I think is an American classic. In Hostiles, I think that is a genuine American classic. In a few years' time, it's going to get a Criterion, and everyone's going to talk about how they loved it when it first fucking came out. And I'm going to be there going, no, you didn't. But all of these other movies are almost great movies. There's some good ones, and there's some it doesn't quite work movies. And that, I think Springsteen, can we just call it Delivering from Nowhere? Because I'm fucking sick of calling it Springsteen Delivering from Nowhere. It's a silly, silly fucking thing to do that. But Delivering from Nowhere, I think, is a little bit of that. So, the stuff with his dad, and the stuff with his family life, is way worse, the actual reality of it.
Yeah, they pull the punches too much.
But what the film ends up doing is repeating the same bits over and over again. And so, I mean, I've seen pictures of the Springsteen house. It doesn't look like that. That looks it's not quite a nice looking house, you know? It's a big room. You know, that's bigger than a lot of kids' bedrooms that we'll have in this country.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that, and those bits, they're in black and white, but they don't feel lived in.
No.
It doesn't feel,
No, it really doesn't.
you know, it all feels quite, not quite idyllic, but perfectly, just very standard post-war American life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Springsteen grew up in poverty. That doesn't look like poverty.
No,
That looks like lower working class. Springsteen grew up. Go on, sorry, go on.
No, finish your point, because I'm going to say something a little bit banal.
But Springsteen grew up in not quite abject poverty, but not far off it. You know, the bath, they didn't have a bath at home, they had a bath at their grandparents, and so he'd have to go to his grandparents for a bath, and it was literally a bath in the middle of what is it they had to fill up with water. You've got those levels. It was abject poverty. It wasn't quite abject poverty, but it was very close to it. Whereas that looks...
Those scenes aren't giving that.
No, they're not.
I wonder if I liked it more because I was expecting less.
Fair.
And especially after what you said in the car on the way to the cinema, I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked here. I'm going to hate this. And because I didn't, I think I've maybe... But I do like the bits where he's like doing the music stuff. The bits where he's doing the musical side of it are really good. They're just not enough of them.
What were you going to say there?
It just... The stuff with his like earlier life, it just reminded me of the section in Scrooged where he goes back to his family home and his dad gives him some prime veal for Christmas.
Yeah, but genuinely that, because that scene, whenever anything like that happens in a film, that from Scrooged is what pops into my brain the same, and it was a bit like that. So I look like that. So. Going through bits that I didn't get on with, the shoehorning in the the relationship angle of it, didn't need it. What this should have been was a 2-hour movie that focused on. But by the way, apparently the Springsteen sitting on his dad's knee thing that happened. It just didn't happen around this time. It happened later on. But the way that it was recorded and the fact that Springsteen was at the time sort of career high after some weirdness that had gone on in his earlier career in terms of like not being able to release music because of ties with record companies and bits like that. That bit was great, and the John Landau and his friendship and relationship there, where basically I think when we were discussing one of the trailers, I think you said to me, didn't you? This movie trailer's set up to look like Landau is going to fuck him, and he just doesn't. Like it's. I mean, one of the great scenes is when they're just sat listening to something. But I think there's an element.
Which Jeremy Strong. I liked Jeremy Strong in this, but again, he's hampered. Like the scenes with him and his wife,
clumsy,
where he's literally going, "He's a genius, and people need to see it," and his wife's just going, Yeah, it's just, Jesus wet. Is that really the best way to convey this?
Yeah. I'm really worried about him, generic wife person.
You could have changed that actress each scene and nobody would have noticed.
No. It's going really dark, wife.
But this is it. But when it gets into like the bit with the fact that the tape didn't have a case, that's a thing. The tape didn't have a case, and people kept asking, "Where's the case?"
That was a good running bit. It was,
and that apparently that is an actual thing. That Springsteen just had this one tape that was there, but
the bits with him and Jeremy Strong, the bits with him and Paul Walter Hauser are the strong.
Yeah, and there's not enough of it.
And there's not enough of it.
There's not enough
of enough of it. You're quite right.
There's not enough of how he crafted the work, and how the fact that at the same time there's not enough of how he crafted. He was crafting this Nebraska album at the same time as he was writing what would become Born in the USA, and and those two things were kind of happening at the same time. And it was a couple of years before Born in the USA came out, and I think there's almost a I think that Bruce Springsteen, because he's been a megastar for so long, that it's hard to imagine the fact that when he was just a big star, because there is a difference between being a big star and a megastar.
Yeah, I mean, Springsteen now could release an album of his fucking Fine for 60 minutes and people would buy it and it'd be number one. There is a massive difference between trying to get there and being there and established. It's the same thing as like Stephen King can release fucking Never Flinch and it's shite, but it still gets to the top of the bestsellers list and everyone owns it.
But then there's little bits that I think Cooper does that I can see why, filming wise, he's done them, but I don't like it. So things like the fact that you've got the E Street Band are there, the members of what the E Street Band at the time there, and they're all cast with people, and they're there. They appear in a couple of scenes. Not one of them speaks.
Are there any of them referred to by name?
No. And that's nothing to do with licensing or rights or anything like that at all. I think it's a directorial choice. I think what Scott Cooper has done is he's made that choice to hammer home the isolation that Springsteen was feeling at the time.
This is the thing. This film is just this weird, not for many people thing where, in order to, like, you basically have to accept that Bruce Springsteen is a genius going in, because this film is not going to tell you why Bruce Springsteen is a genius, except it's going to keep on telling you he's a genius. If you get what I mean.
I mean, the music's right there.
Yeah, no, exactly, but it gets enough just fabricated. Like, again, the love interest stuff. All that does is paint him as someone who is afraid of committing and would rather move to the other side of the country than have a relationship. That's all it does. So then at the end, where he's in the car being driven by that guy, who's that guy? Oh, he's been in a couple of scenes earlier on, now he's his driver. Just go with it. Like,
he just seems to be his driver to new houses.
Yeah, it was a friend that he had in Jersey.
Why didn't he drive his own fucking car that they made a real big deal of him buying?
Springsteen doesn't like driving. At the time, he'd only just learned how to drive in the early 80s. He'd only just learned how to drive and didn't want to drive cross country.
But then it's suddenly right. It's depression. It's mental illness and depression. And I'll be honest, until it was being said, oh, he needs help. Like Jeremy Strong saying, like, just promise me you won't do anything until I call you again, which is a really powerful scene. But I wasn't necessarily getting the fact that he was depressed. I just thought he was a bellend. This
is the thing. I think the issue...
There's an assumed knowledge.
This is
too high.
Yeah. That's what I was saying to you is...
I didn't know.
Saying to Bex, when we were going... I think that there's a few things that are assumed, and that there's levels of it. So I think the first one that is assumed is that you know the music of Bruce Springsteen, which most people do, but you have a casual knowledge of the music of Bruce Springsteen. Then I think that you've got the next level is that you have a good knowledge of the albums, specifically Nebraska and then Born in the USA. Which I think if you're a casual Bruce Springsteen listener, you might have a working knowledge of
Born in the
USA, but you might not have a working knowledge of Nebraska because...
Or the story behind it.
But then I think that's the next level, is having the story behind Nebraska. Then the next level is having the story of Bruce Springsteen's life, knowing that he's suffered quite badly from depression at numerous points in his life, and often after big... moments of success where he's had to go back home. There's a line in the film.
It's like an imposter syndrome.
There's a line in the film where he says, coming home's hard for me.
Yeah.
And he covers that in his book.
But even stuff like, it doesn't reference it at all in the film. Why he's renting a house. Because he split up with his wife. No, he hadn't split up with his wife at this point. He was to rent a house to go writing. He didn't have a house. So when he says to whatever her name is, I'm sort of seeing somebody. Was he still married?
No, he wasn't. He married after this.
To the first wife?
Yes.
Ah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't get married till after Bonnie was here. But he had relationships before this.
Well, yeah, I would assume
Yeah.
so.
But yeah, it's so there's a lot of assumed knowledge. There's a lot of not even assumed knowledge. There's a lot of kind of like I think again Ian said it earlier on in the review of it. The film almost assumes that you know all this, and it's made for a very select amount of people. But you'll get more out of it if you know Springsteen's back catalogue, if you've read Deliver Me From Nowhere, if you've read Springsteen's biography, and if you've been raised on Springsteen, or you've been around Springsteen since he shot onto the scene in the UK in '78. But the thing is that is a very fucking narrow pool of people.
Yeah.
And if you pick any fucking band out there, that is a very narrow pool of people that are there. But the problem is they haven't released this as if it's a film about a very specific small amount of period of time for fans. They've released it as if it's a big biopic. And it's not. And it kind of suffers from what it's not at the same time of what it is and what it's trying to be.
And before I follow on that point, I just want to say, I'm not trying to like poo-poo mental health issues and depression and whatnot. That's not what I'm saying, but I thought he was a bellend. I just think the film did a poor job of actually saying that he was suffering from depression, because all it was him writing Nebraska and being militant about his vision for the album.
Yeah.
That didn't scream depression to me. Like,
I do think it's difficult making bios, or even bios of a period of life of people that are still alive.
Well,
because you want to be gentle with them, especially when it's fucking Bruce Springsteen.
Well, but Springsteen, because this is all right, but Springsteen was very much like about it was sort of said to the Scott Cooper, like, no, there was no. I sat down and had just like conversations where I knew I was being an arse, and like all these people that worked not for me, but they did actually work for me, that relied on me. But I was like, no, this is how this needs to be, and it was very much that. But then there's an element. I was reading something about it where someone. Because I read not a review of the film, but I read an essay about the film and about mental health and bits like that, and it was the bit that it was it wasn't reviewing the film; it was reviewing it was talking about the mental health aspects of the film and the musical side of it, and ignoring everything else. And it was talking about the fact that. Oh, well, he should have just gone, he's rich, why don't you just go and get, what is it? It's, it's all about, tortured white genius syndrome. And it's a bit like, it's 43 years ago. Like, people didn't, especially people from Freehold, New Jersey, didn't go to therapy.
No.
You didn't do it. It's amazing that they managed to fucking get him to do it and that he actually did it in the early 80s. Looking back at it now through and putting modern principles on these things is baffling. It's a period piece. It's as far away from, if you take it from the time it's set in, from when the war was happening, the Second World War was happening. So there's elements to that. Look, I give it 4 out of 5. I'm fibbing to myself a little bit. It's probably for me a 3.5, but it is, it's different for me to a lot of other people that will have watched it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Springsteen and Springsteen can do no wrong, so it has to be great. It's my film of the year. I'm not doing anything like that. It's just there's enough in there that I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
With the, there's enough geeky kind of fan service about the fact that it was take it for the tape to press it onto vinyl to then use that as the master, because they could balance that. That rather than it being oppressing, someone was actually etching. That little bit, more of that, less of fucking silly relationship stuff.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think there's stuff I'd like more of and stuff I'd like less of, but overall, I enjoyed it. Is what I'd probably say.
I mean, watching Bruce Springsteen in a sex scene was like watching your parents have sex for me. It was,
but it wasn't Bruce Springsteen.
But it still made me go, what?
He could have fucked her in a more interesting way.
It was just.
Oh, not at all. We didn't. That would be the bit that I would absolutely fucking bin off from the story completely. I don't care.
Adds nothing.
Yeah,
adds nothing.
It adds nothing.
No.
It was. I was a little bit shocked at how much was in it and going.
It felt like a studio note saying like he has to have a love interest.
Yeah.
Like how?
Which then, right, for a film that is about an artist literally going to a major studio and his manager backing him up and going, no, fuck you, I am releasing this as it is. I'm not doing any press, I'm not doing anything like that. This is going out like this, I don't care. For the film to then go, studio notice, we need a love story, yeah, put it in.
Well, the thing is, he knew Patti Scialfa around this time. She played at the Stone Pony, that's where they met.
Oh, yeah.
And he got her involved in being in the E Street Band. They almost had a relationship before he impulsively got married. Just make that fucking character Patti Scialfa and have them flirting and not fucking. Just do that instead. That would be more interesting. But the thing is,
I think
Faye girl.
I think there will be legal reasons why they can't do that.
This Faye girl, is it the first wife? No. Is it the second wife? No. Then fucking bin it off. No one cares. No. And I can understand him running to the other side of the country. Nobody wants that kid.
I mean, to be fair, that's a fair, what is it? When she brings out a kid, you go, whoa, yeah, I'm moving to California.
Bye.
Were you going to tell me I was going to drop you a call?
when I got there.
I got there.
Lose that, do more of the nerdy shit, go in a bit harder on the family shit, instead of trying to save everyone's feelings, and that you've got a much better movie.
Do you reckon the next people that rented that house, right, when Image went, whose car is that?
It's just there in the garage when they drive away.
Yeah.
The apologist in you's giving it 4 out of 5, and the realist's giving you 3.5. Is that what you're saying?
3, probably.
3.
Yeah. So that's where I am. I'm not rating it. Refuse.
Oh no, you've got it. Definitely not shit.
I'm touching cloth.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm touching cloth with it. Because I have to be realistic. If this was about Chris Christopherson and it did a similar thing, I'd be there going, that's bollocks. The interesting bits are interesting and the other bits are woefully uninteresting.
But would you know that it was getting stuff wrong if it was Chris Christopherson?
Not as much, but then that'd make me just hate it more.
You'd have that fucking love interest still.
I mean, Chris Christopherson probably had a lot of love interest.
He's giving Lothario.
He was a good looking man.
Mm. Look,
I don't know.
Definitely shit from me.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Bex.
Definitely not shit from me. Will I watch it again? Probably not. But I enjoyed my time with it, and the music in it was fucking Springsteen. So obviously it's good. I had a good enough time with it, and I will fully own the fact that I probably enjoyed it more because my expectations were lower.
Cool.
And because they were lower because, as you quite rightly pointed out yesterday, I really fucking don't like Jeremy Allen White.
No.
Jeremy Allen White. Yeah, I just don't like him. So my expectations were lower because of that.
Well, I don't mind him.
I like him marginally more than I did before I saw this. So, maybe there's that.
That's a success.
Right, let's do another movie. But you can't talk this one, Becca, because you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's do...
I rewatched the trailer. I really tried to get myself fucking ramped up to watch it and get myself excited, and I rewatched the trailer and I was like, I just can't. I'm going to have to squeeze it in anyway because of my hours on the training course, and it just looks fucking boring. So I apologise. If I could have squeezed it in without struggling, I would have.
So, A House of Dynamite, written by Noah Oppenheimer.
You made the right choice.
And directed by Catherine Bigelow. What is it? When a single unattributed missile is launched at the United States, a race begins to determine who is responsible and how to respond. It starred Idris Elba, Rebecca Ferguson, Gabriel Basso, a man who I have worked out why he looks weird.
Okay.
Right? Because he looks... yes, but he looks like somebody who has always worn glasses and you've seen him without glasses for the first time. That is what his face looks like constantly. So a bit like Milhouse when he takes his glasses off. Jared Harris is there, Tracy Letts is there, and Anthony Ramos is just noise that happens during it.
I mean, he's there. Like, Anthony Ramos is becoming the most he's there actor.
I mean, Anthony Ramos is just noise, could apply to any role.
Yeah, the thing of...
he's so forgettably shit.
I know that guy from that thing is the opposite of what he is.
It's so funny how he was going to be the next big thing, and now he's just rocking up as some fucking no-mark in the ensemble cast of A House of Dynamite.
Yeah, right. Because he was in the Heights, and In the Heights is just shit.
Can I say my little bit first?
Oh, please.
Right. So, and I was talking to this about Bex when I was describing it to her earlier. So, House of Dynamite, the hook that it's got, right, is it's showing you an event that's happening, and then it gives you, in 3 bits, 3 different perspectives of that event. Right? I'm right on that?
Yep.
Right? And that is its hook. The issue is, right, is all those events are happening at the same time because you're getting different perspectives. So all stories and all films show you an event that's happening from different perspectives. Because that's just what films are. They're different perspectives of an event that's happening. What Noah Oppenheimer has done is he's made storytelling worse and taken it back a few steps. And that is the problem with this movie. It turns it into a 2-hour movie where so much of it is repeated, and you're watching the first bit, which is the best bit of it, and it's all downhill after there, and even that isn't that interesting. The problem is you're watching it going, well, that's going to be the bit that's going to get said in all 3 of these, and so's that, and so's that. And then you're watching it again going, I've already seen this. I have already seen this. I have seen this happening. And there's not enough in between of all these to make it interesting enough to pull it all together. So it just ends up, you're watching it going, this is just boring. This is really boring. It's not tense. It's not intriguing. It doesn't feel realistic. I don't think anybody has a single amount of screen time enough to actually be deemed as being good in it. And then, for some reason, one of the longest scenes in it is Idris Elba playing basketball. I gave it 3 out of 5, and I think I'm being a little bit too generous.
Mate, that is exactly what I'm thinking. I looked at my Letterboxd review that I wrote just after it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I don't know what I was thinking the more I think about it. The thing is, when it's on, that first third with Rebecca Ferguson is genuinely what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then from there, like you say, it's just the same thing over and over again. And it's not even that you really get that much extra insight from the other 2. Because in the first one, what do you get? The missile's launched. They don't know who launched the missile. They don't know what the intent was. You know that their countermeasures failed. Mm-hmm. And that's all you really know in the other 2 as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, the second part, you've got that guy chatting to the Russian, and the Russians are just like, well, it's not us. all right, so we won't launch anything if you don't launch anything. No resolution to that at all anywhere else.
Nope.
And then the third one, you get I did like the I call them rare, medium, and well done.
Yeah.
I mean, darkly comic, but feels like something that definitely would actually happen. But then you don't know which option he picked, and then at the end of it, you get a bunch of people going to the shelter place, and Anthony Ramos falling down on his knees. Cut to credits.
Yeah, well, you don't even know what happens.
No, that's the thing. And the thing is, this film, the filmmakers will be super. But it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's making you think about, what would you do, and we're not going to give you a clear answer. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You just made us watch the same sequence of time 3 times, and you're not giving us an answer.
Yeah. Which just smacks to me of, you didn't know what to do.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've got to say as well, the reveal of what happened when on the radio you just heard a bunch of people going, "Oh shit," and it was Jared Harris has just chucked himself off the roof, is just funny.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. All right, cool. See you later, bud. It's and it's bizarre as well, right? Because this was getting really good word out of Venice. Here comes this year's Oscar frontrunner. Netflix are really, really high on it. Blah, blah, blah. And ever since then, people have just gone, actually, no, it's a bit shit.
I was a little bit when it didn't get, because Frankenstein's had wide screenings, and it's a Netflix movie. There's now a lot of rumblings that the Cliff Booth movie is going to get maybe not quite a full wide release, but the biggest release Netflix have ever done for a Netflix film.
Yeah.
That they're looking like going, wow, we just might release this. It might be the first one they do. House of Dynamite got a couple of screenings.
Yeah, because Nolan Adams saw it.
Yeah, and that's it. But that was always a little bit oh, is it a bit shit? And the problem is, it is a bit. I don't think the casting helps. Idris Elba as the president just feels a little bit. He's just doing generic Idris Elba. I quite like Idris Elba, but occasionally he just turns up and just talks and just doesn't do much.
Oh, come on, I'm sorry. Idris Elba is just playing generic Idris Elba. He's all of his roles.
Yeah,
he has no range.
That's it. But sometimes he's quite fun with that, and here he's not really.
Right.
Gabriel Basso is not very good because every time he talks, it feels like it's the first time. It feels like, I think I said this when we talked about Strangers. He feels like somebody has just explained what speech is to him before it, and he's just discovered the power of speech, and it's confusing him. He's confused that he's making those noises.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's him, isn't it, from The Strangers Chapter 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy Letts seems like he's basically just being Tracy Letts, and Tracy Letts actually watched a ball game before it and was just chatting to everybody about the ball game.
Fair.
That might have been in the script.
There's a lot of memes on the Blank Check Reddit of Tracy Letts dressed up as a general and just it saying, "I've got 40,000 Blu-rays in my cupboard."
Yeah.
Which is just great. I thought he was alright, actually, Tracy Letts.
He's fine, yeah. But nobody, I would say that probably Letts, Harris and Elba have the most sort of screen time, and yet the best performance in it is Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah. And
yet, that's it, she's gone after the first bit. And it's just...
Does she die?
No. But it's... Well, she might do at the end.
It's really disappointing.
I think she probably fucking does at the end.
Yeah.
Or doesn't it not end?
Just...
Third.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like the countermeasures failed. They didn't have anything else. It was just like, where is it going to hit and how bad is it going to be?
And Volkan Bertelmann's score is just all over the place.
Guess what? He was the guy who scored All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, you were very much on the score doesn't fit this, weren't you? Yeah, but like at some points it goes quite soft and then it goes quite industrial. It's just like, pick a fucking lane. It's. I think I've been too nice to it, giving it 3 stars. It's a bit crap. His House of Dynamite.
Yeah, I need to not write letterbox reviews as soon as things are finished, and also I was watching it on the elliptical, and I almost kind of feel if like the fact that it was quite engaging in the moment and all what's going to happen, I was maybe actually being a bit pumped up by it by the fact I was exercising at the time.
I really like.
It is shit. It is actually shit. I need to downgrade my rating.
I really like Catherine Bigelow as a filmmaker, but she is 72 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So there's an element of how many has she got left, because she's not a prolific filmmaker, and like it's getting on for 20 years since she made a genuinely great movie. So yeah.
Which was what? Sorry.
Hurt Locker. Hurt Locker. I think that everyone a little bit kind of forgets how good Hurt Locker is.
I didn't like Hurt Locker.
I think you need to rewatch it.
Probably.
Because it is very, very good. And I like this.
K-19, The Widowmaker's good.
It's not though.
It's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. It's not good.
Point Break, 1991. There we go. That's
I mean,
a good film
let's
for
be
Catherine
honest.
Bigelow.
Catherine Bigelow had a strong like late 80s to early 90s.
Point Break, last good Catherine Bigelow movie.
Strange Days is fantastic.
Sure, not seen it.
Very good. Right. Oh, should we do another big review? Fuck it, yeah.
Sure.
Let's do another big review. Let's do a fucking big review.
Rattling through these, Foster.
Yeah.
My suggestion, by the way, would be let's do this, then let's maybe do Hell House, and then do what we've been watching and kind of see how much time we got left, because we can always address that stuff next week.
Yeah, let's go. So, right. It's a little known story, this one. There's not a lot of people have heard of this. And it's kind of, Del Toro's plucked this out of,
It's real obscure.
Real obscuria. So Frankenstein, I think it's pronounced. Steen? Frankenstein? It's Guillermo Del Toro. A brilliant but egotistical scientist brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment, but ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. So, what Del Toro has done is he's turned Frankenstein into a Santa Claus origin story, and he's brought Oscar Isaacs, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, and Christopher Waltz along with him.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. That's got me.
I've been really snippy about it there. Frankenstein's a great time. Ian. Actually, no, Bex. We've got you because you didn't talk during the House of Dynamite.
Oh, that's very good.
I don't want you to...
Why?
The more I think about it, the less I like it.
No!
Really?
Yeah, the...
I'm the opposite.
Really? Guillermo del Toro by way of Tim Burton's fucking Frankenstein.
That's a bit hard.
It, honestly...
On both somehow.
Yeah.
On both of them somehow.
Well, yeah. It's fine as a working adaptation of Frankenstein. The start's shit. The benefactor stuff. That's my main issue, and that's the
really bothered you, that, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really fucking has. There's no fucking need for it. And the more I think about that, the more angry I get with the entire film. I will say I thought Jacob Elordi was really fucking good and really empathetic as the creature. I thought he did a really good job. But Why has he got fucking superpowers?
Because why not?
Because why?
I don't know.
No, why is he pushing an entire fucking ship out the ice? That's just unnecessary. Why does he talk like fucking Bane? There's no... He doesn't all the way through it, but when he's like angry at the end, he's suddenly like doing like weird big voice.
Yeah, he's big voice.
It's... I really want to just get over the benefactor thing, but it fucking makes me so angry. And the money's no object, buy what you want, it takes away from, I guess, the accessibility of the original story. I mean, yes, alright, not everyone's super intelligent scientists that can create life in their basement, but you're adding an extra layer of kind of removal by making him sponsored, essentially.
Are you saying you don't like it because it's not grounded in reality?
I don't feel like I could do it in my basement. No, I don't know. It just makes it. The project isn't meant to be like a plaything of the rich. He does it. But he's clever.
But in the book, he's a baron.
Yeah,
he's
but
rich.
It's not in a fucking massive like house on a massive hill with a massive fucking 4-pronged sword made of solid silver.
That's fair.
It's stupid. The start of this is fucking stupid.
It's Frankenstein.
But the rest of it's fine, and the rest of it, the changes that have been made, I'm fully on board with. To an extent, but on border with, and I could have coped with them without the stupid fucking start. And the aesthetics, the architectural aesthetic is Del Toro-y and it's beautiful and blah blah blah. The aesthetic of the creature is just crap.
Really?
Yeah.
It's my second favourite creature aesthetic for Frankenstein, but I quite like it. Ian, what did you think?
Loved it, baby. Pure cinema. Well, I don't know. That's maybe overreaching a little bit. I just had a really, really good time being immersed in it for 2.5 hours. I agree that, I think what Becky's saying, really, the second half is better than the first because Jacob Elordi is centre stage and he is fucking fantastic. But yeah, it does what it says on the tin. It's Guillermo del Toro doing his thing with Frankenstein, and the dude's all the way through his career, like sympathetic monsters in scare quotes, has been his thing, and like Frankenstein is like the Rosetta Stone of that. So him doing a Frankenstein adaptation just makes an awful lot of sense. I think Bex's point about the benefactor character, yeah, I could see that, and like the way that the reveal of what he's actually doing it for is actually just a bit boring, and then what they actually do with the character is just the most obvious boring thing you could do, and then he's never really mentioned again. The thing is, it's a bit like Springsteen for you, where it's like I acknowledge its flaws, but fuck it. Yeah. To an extent, fair. And yeah, I thought Oscar Isaac seems to be getting some sniffy kind of notices, and it's just but Victor Frankenstein's a prick.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. He's supposed to be an arsehole.
Really well. He's so hateable.
Yeah, he does that really well. But then by the end as well, I really, really liked their kind of their reconciliation right at the death, quite literally. I really liked that. His whole I mistreated you and all that stuff. And the whole stuff with Jacob Elordi and David Bradley in that that barn, I thought was fantastic. And it was obvious that David Bradley's going to get killed by something, but it affected me. Yeah, I had a great time with this. I also thought Alexandre Desplat's score was lovely as well. Fantastic score. So yeah, I took a great deal of enjoyment out of this. It's on Netflix a week Friday, and like Donna wants to watch it, so I'm already looking forward to having another crack at it. But Bex, like, I think your complaints about it are also like perfectly valid. It's just subjectively, I don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll do the bits that I didn't like first. So I don't think it bothered me as much as you, but the benefactor thing was a bit like, when it started, I was like, this isn't what happened. And then it felt a little bit like there was certain bits, like when I think you mentioned it, Darian, the reveal that he's died. It's like, oh, really?
Couldn't have seen that coming.
Fucking hell! Wow, you got me there, Gilly. So there was a little bit of that, but then like it would have been quite easy to have just gone when she came and went, oh, where's my uncle? He fell.
Yeah,
that's fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
He fell. Not like you don't need to do that. He fell.
Yeah.
It is weird that he says it like that as well.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
There's a Scooby-Doo element to it, yeah. The thing is, it is Guillermo del Toro doing a Frankenstein movie, so I kind of enjoy that, because it's very pretty to look at. It's got a very nice score. It bounces along. I think I preferred, I'm going to go against you two here, I think I did like the second half, but I think I maybe slightly preferred the first half, because I like the mania aspect of Frankenstein.
You don't enjoy introspective, emotional work.
I like crazy mad scientists. Yeah. So I'm more on board with that. But yeah, Elordi's very, very good at it, and good at conveying that, like that more emotive side of it, but the anger side of it as well. And the whole fact is, it's what if you could meet God and he was an arsehole aspect of it is very good, and that's it, that he's just angry at it. And I think that it's clever filmmaking in the fact that at the start of it, you get we know going into it to watch it that Frankenstein is a bit of an arsehole, but then you get as well introduced the monster where he is pure rage and just wants Frankenstein. And so you get that, and then you get Victor's story, and then you get the creature story, and you're like, yeah, I'm on the creature side now. I'm definitely still on his side. You're a prick.
But again, when you talk about shoehorned love stories,
well, that's my other bit. It is that she's crap in it. Like, she's just not very good.
I will say, I'm glad.
Like, what does she do that baby voice for all the time? It's fucking annoying. Talk like a human.
It's weird.
I'm glad that they do he's into her, is she into him? And it's just like, nope. I like that they didn't go any further with that. I will say, I think it's fair that if you were to say that her last scene with the monster, where it's supposed to be this like tragic kind of thing, it's a bit, I think they've over-egged that a little bit, where they've only had a couple of scenes together, and then suddenly she's like, I always knew I was destined for someone else or something like that, and he's just like, I agree, and then she dies.
In his Bane voice.
Yeah, I mean, the film is 2.5 hours long. If she was not in it, it maybe would be a slightly more agreeable length. So, yes. Mia Goth, not the highlight. Fair.
No, and I think that we might be hitting the point where we're looking at it and going, Mia Goth might be a very interesting screen presence, because she is quite interesting as a screen presence.
Only in a what the fuck is she doing kind of way.
And I kind of like that, because it's kind of going to go, it could go anywhere. Which is why she works in the Maxine
Stuff.
trilogy there. But she might be a little bit crap. In a different, but in a similar Dakota Johnson way. Where she might actually be a bit shit.
Yeah, but
It might be one of those.
Mia Goth's also kind of funny looking.
But not
Whereas
unattractive.
No. She won't get it though. There's a mental capacity question there that you'd have to ask. Just looking on IMDb,
Go on.
just putting Frankenstein in there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, there ain't actually that many.
Right.
I would argue that the best one, from my point of view, out of the ones listed, is Lisa Frankenstein.
That's a Frankenstein adjacent movie.
Yeah, I know, but with Frankenstein in the title.
Yeah.
Because the Kenneth Branagh one's not great, is it?
Good monster, bad film. De Niro's thing about that was what happened with it. Well, the director was too busy fucking fucking one of the stars behind his wife's back.
Kenneth Branagh and Robert De Niro, fuck it. And this isn't great. So you could argue that there isn't actually an accurate, good adaptation of this book that has been adapted so many times.
I mean, I really like this, to be honest. I was 4 out of 5 when I came out of the cinema. The next day I dropped down to 3.5. I'm back up to a 4, touching a 4.5. I really liked it. I think the intro, it's incredibly cinematic. It's a good watch. I am looking forward to kind of rewatching this around winter time every year. It feels quite wintry.
No, because doesn't it make right? And I wonder if this is just a general thing. If I'm watching something where there's a lot of snow and cold weather, it makes me feel colder.
No, I like snow in films.
That's fine.
But yeah,
I am going to rate this, pretending that the bit at the beginning with Christoph Waltz doesn't exist. So I'm going to give it a definitely not shit, because I think Elordi's performance deserves it, and I think Oscar Isaac's performance deserves it, and it's ruined by a really bad decision, which is right at the start of the movie, and the remainder is perfectly decent.
I mean, I'm not shit on it, because I think it's definitely not shit. Also, Bern Gorman turning up was like, of course Bern Gorman's in this.
I don't know who that is.
Ian.
Oh, you'll know his face. Just Google him. You'll know who he is. It's very distinctive. I'll just say as well, I liked how gnarly it was. Like, there was some rank shit in this.
Yep. I mean,
yeah.
The thing is,
yeah.
I'm very much like, do you know what? Del Toro has been trying to make Frankenstein for about 25 years now. And has always been like, what I want to do, just no one's going to give me the money to do it. And Netflix have gone, yeah, we don't really care about the money. We just want to make a film that has your name on it. Because we know that you can get people in, there you fucking go.
I wonder if it was part of his contract to do Cabinet of Curiosities.
He does that, yeah. He does bits like that for them, and then he gets this.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fine if Guillermo del Toro basically just goes, do you know what? Netflix are going to give me this, studios won't, so I'm going to do it.
And the thing is, they give his films at least some sort of theatrical release, and they're perfectly happy for Criterion to do a fucking 4K. So, like he's as happy as a pig in shit. Like, he's found that sweet spot where he's found a benefactor who also will do the shit that he wants them to do from that point of view.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, he's I don't think he's said what it is yet, but he's already said that he wants to do another big monster, like, historical film. Like a big classic. Which is probably going to be something like The Mummy or something like that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and it'll be great.
Definitely not shit. Yeah, I was so pleased that I was that pleased with it.
Yeah, good. Right, let's barrel into Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor, and I'm going to hand over to Becky. Go on, Bex, bring it on home.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go with the IMDb plot synopsis thing because it's just fucking inaccurate. So, yeah, so we've worked our way through the Hell House movies 1, 2, and 3 that are set within Hell House. Hell House Origins is set at the Carmichael Manor. It actually has nothing at all to do with Hell House LLC. They're not involved in this at all. It's about the Carmichael family and how them and their murders under mysterious circumstances at around the same time as the initial Hell House cult suicides, happened. How it all sort of ties in together. Initially, it doesn't actually seem to. It seems like it's its own standalone thing. And Margot, who is a
Cunt.
Bellend.
bit of a bellend, an internet sleuth, and her real estate
I
girlfriend.
believe I covered it with cunt.
Rebecca go to Carmichael Manor to stay there because it's supposed to be haunted and because to investigate these murders. But then they find evidence and stuff linking it to the Abaddon Hotel and to... Oh my god, I've completely forgotten his name. Tully. And going back and where Tully kind of came from and how the cult kind of started, and creepy shit ensues, basically. I think it's an interesting way to take it. There's only so much you can do within the Abaddon Hotel before it's like...
Right, it burnt the foot down as well.
Yeah, but then you could go back. You could do what happened as the cult starting there. But instead, they've kind of gone, hey, you know that character that we mentioned that was part of the cult, but he wasn't actually there when they all committed suicide? That guy that we mentioned in number 2? Yeah. Let's fucking explore that. And I think that's interesting, and I think it shows that they are actually paying attention to the lore of these movies and where they can take that. I think that's... Why are you patting yourself on the head? I think that's interesting. I think it's an interesting way to branch it out. Mm-hmm. And I think, yeah, I hadn't made the connection to the new one, but I think that's quite interesting as well. But we'll talk about that next week.
Yep.
But yeah. I mean, I've spoken about it at length. This is you two. Tell him what you got.
Ian, what did you think to Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor?
It is just a bit fair fucking play, because there is no way on God's green earth that Stephen Cognetti, when he made the first one, was like, we're gonna have 5 films, and in the 4th film,
going off site.
Talk about. Yeah, we're gonna go off site. We're gonna talk about how these clowns became these clowns, and we're just gonna loop in all this, like. The clock that they walked past in the first one is a major part of the mythology.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, it doesn't feel like retconning. It feels all quite natural.
It feels intentional, which it won't be, but it feels it. They've done a really good job of linking it all in. And the painting as well, that's like in a couple of them, and it's like, oh, it looks like Sarah. That comes back into it.
I just honestly, all these films, I'm just fair fucking play. But I like that they have a different setting. I like that this has very different scares. The scene where. It's I think it's Margot in the bedroom, and she's got the camera on her, and then it's the bed in the background. She's talking about the bedding shit or something.
That's Rebecca, yeah.
And then the camera goes away again. Then when it comes back, it's just the blood all over the sheets and the bloody body there, and she just doesn't see it. rules. That is great.
It's the bit with the like video call that she's doing for me, where like she can see on the pictures, she can see herself from the back, and then as she scrolls through, there's something next to her that would properly shit you up. Properly shit you up. And then one of the pictures is just screaming in her fucking face. Absolutely. I wouldn't even stop and see where Margot was. I'd call her from town. By the way, babe, I've left.
That is probably my major problem with the film.
You said this.
Where there are way too many moments where it should be like, right, we're gone.
Yeah. That's my major issue with the film.
Yeah, I know you said that. I think, because we were talking about this, weren't we? If I was in that scenario and I was Rebecca and you were insisting on saying, because Ian had come with us and he'd fucked off into the forest and you wouldn't leave without him, I wouldn't leave without you either. So,
but I'd fuck off in the forest, I wouldn't stay in this fucking creepy, what is it?
Yeah, but they try going into the forest.
Tenting.
And then the reverse Ku Klux Klan people find them. Cult people. I just think he does try to manage that in that, like, I wouldn't leave you because I love you. That's why Rebecca's staying for Margot. And Margot's staying for her brother because she feels responsible because she's brought him there.
Does feel a little bit like it's the whole fucking that Mitchell guy again.
It just there's
I do get where you're coming
too
from.
much.
I do get where you're coming
from.
from.
It's just one or two too much before they actually try to leave.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you see the Tully clown, which turns out to be the Patrick clown, move? Apart from just moving his head.
I think you see it and yeah.
Do you see it walk?
Walk, you do see it walk in one of them.
Do you?
Yeah. This is the first one that I actively didn't get on with. Like
okay.
I didn't. I thought it was. There's good bits in it. Don't get me wrong.
That bit where Margaret's hand's just like around the door.
Which is what I was just about to say. The hand bit.
The hand's scarier than the face, isn't it?
That was terrifying. And it's not even the hand bit. It's when she just peeks around the corner. That's a bit like, fuck you, no. But again, that would make you go, leave. And then when they look at the video, she's like, yeah. It's like, no, there's no yeah. What fucking happens, you dickhead? Yeah. It's like, it's not a thing to celebrate and go, oh, look, I told you it was haunted. I told you it was haunted. You go, yeah. So now we leave. Because we know it's haunted.
On the historical footage as well, it does a similar thing to the Brock Davies footage, where you don't know really if those nooses are there before because the camera goes upwards. It does a similar thing with the historical footage where, what's her name? The little sister?
I don't know, Debbie.
And it's not Debbie, but go on. Is looking in that chest in Patrick's bedroom, and then the camera's glitching, so it's half and half but repeated, and then the picture cleans up and the clowns are all there, and it's like, were they there before and we just couldn't see them, or have they like suddenly moved into frame of the mirror? I think the historical stuff's really good, like the shit with Margaret's dress being in his room just like covered in blood. That's really fucking creepy. The clowns, really fucking creepy. The two clowns, and then all of a sudden there's three, really fucking creepy. The fact that there's three in the historical stuff and then there's two in that room. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he fucking is, torturing Chase.
My issue, though, is they all should have just left. I can't get beyond that. It's like I struggled this one. I struggled getting through it. I found it really a bit of a drag.
I suppose it's a bit of what we said in the first one, is that your mind doesn't immediately go to supernatural. With some of the stuff in this, then obviously it would do, but like the bell ringing could be a glitch. The balls bouncing could have just fallen out of the chest. Do you know what I mean? Like, you do try and rationalise to an extent, but yeah, that video call, you wouldn't have seen me for fucking dust.
Yeah, I struggled with the. It was a step too far. I've given it like a lot of throughout the films of I'll go on then, and on this one I was a bit like I'm allowed to go on then. So I've had a look in the bag and there's none there. There's just a middle finger going.
There's too many going up the stairs when you should be going out the front doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. The new one's going to be interesting because the new one from the trailer looks like it's just a traditionally shot film.
Yes, which I don't know, but I love the idea of.
No, I'm not sure about that myself. It will be Stephen Cognetti stretching directorial muscles he's not yet stretched.
Yeah, and I think it's like the first one that's runtime is over having a 9 at the front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hadn't made the connection until rewatching Origin that it's about the drunk kids that kill Margaret.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about kids in a car crash.
Cool. And I'm still looking forward to it because out of the 4, 3 have been 2.5 have been good. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sorry, on this one I do think it's shit. Sorry.
I don't agree.
I'm in on all of them. Maybe not to the extent Bex is, but I've enjoyed this ride, and no, absolutely, dude. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Lineage has for us.
Yeah. Well, that's Shudder on Friday, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So another email address will be getting rinsed for a free trial.
No, let's just pay for it. Cheap scam artist.
There's not enough on there. There's not enough on there.
No, there's a lot on there. We don't watch that amount of horror.
I mean, there's a
Speak for
lot
yourself.
of shit on there.
Yeah.
But for that audience, my God, must that be manna from heaven.
There's people who I think it
will be their main.
Yeah. They will love it, and that's fine. It is a niche cult service, and that's cool. Yeah.
I think the thing I struggle with it is the stuff that I want to watch that's on there I've watched. Because I do watch a lot of horror.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking psyched for this, to be honest.
We'll find out next week.
Hell House Saturday again, yeah?
Yep. Right. Let's do some what we've been watching, but let's start with John Candy, I Like Me. Because it is a documentary, so we don't need to go too far into it, because it's a documentary. But, yeah. How much did everyone cry?
Goes fucking hard, this documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough going.
It is. I do think a little bit Colin Hanks over-directs it sometimes. But also as well, you are at the end just going, this is just really sad.
Do you know what? I was keeping it together all right. Like, I was crying, but controlled. And then, I had to breathe through my mouth because my nose had blocked up a bit and it made me sob. And then it was just ugly crying.
It made me remember finding out that John Candy had died and how I found out.
I'll tell that story because that's really sad.
Yeah. So I found out in an actual cinema.
Whilst going to see...
It was actually, I worked it out, it was actually going to see Rookie of the Year because he's in that as a commentator. In that. And when I went up to I got my ticket and I went up to get popcorn or something and one of those the original things where you got a drink and a little fucking a little tray of popcorn bit there for £1.50 or something like that. I remember the guy who was doing it said, "Oh, what are you seeing?" I was like, "I'm seeing," and I said what I was seeing, and he's like, "Do you know John Candy has died today?" And I was like, what the fuck? Because, I was probably, probably fucking, 94? I was 11 years old.
94? You Benjamin Buttoning?
Really badly.
Slowly.
But, John Candy was, Home Alone and fucking Uncle Buck and National Lampoons, all these things was, a big deal to me. He was one of that point, my favourite, movie comedians. But then, it just seems like just a lovely guy. From the documentary.
Yeah. Really good dad.
Yeah.
Really nice husband.
Yeah. I think Hanks does a good thing of the fact that, he gets across the fact that the industry was shitty to him.
Yeah.
By constantly, like, in interviews, like, poking fun at his work. And you could see how much it bothered him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really, really good documentary, but yeah, if any of you out there are feeling a bit tense and feel like you need a good cry, just watch it.
Yeah. What did you think to it, Ian?
Yeah, much the same, to be honest. I thought it was lovely. Not necessarily... I don't know, it was a loving tribute.
Yeah.
Maybe more than it was a documentary.
That's accurate.
But hey, I think that's what the audience was there for anyway. I echo what you guys said about it, really.
Yeah, I think that's it, and I think it's very much... I think Ryan Reynolds basically just wanted to make this as a tribute to one of his heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and fair fucking play to Ryan Reynolds for that, because this is one of the first moves in a while by him that don't necessarily feel like it was to advance his career or his bank balance.
No, I mean, it's quite to the contrary. I'm fairly certain he paid for most of it himself.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear the story of how he got Dan Aykroyd?
No.
So he was. I watched the thing with him. He was talking about it and said that the Aykroyd was the one they couldn't get. Bill Murray they didn't think they'd get, and then all of a sudden Bill Murray was like, "Do you know what? I'm going to do it because it's for John."
Really milked that scene.
Yeah, but he said Aykroyd they were struggling for. He said, and then he literally got a phone call from Dan Aykroyd, and he answered the phone, and said, "That's funny." Dan Aykroyd was like, "Right, kid, you want me to do this thing?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I'd love you to do it again." "Right, you come to my house tomorrow. We'll have some food. You stay over in the morning. We'll record the interview. Then you get the fuck out." And it's like, and I don't have to come and stay. I can just come and do the what is it? Like, no, because if I don't like you, I ain't doing the interview. And you can get the fuck out before you stay.
I think that's... It must have been really quite painful for the talking heads in this.
For some of them, yeah.
Like, what's her face?
Catherine O'Hara
Seemed very upset.
Well, yeah, because like they've been with him for years. Yeah, like they were. What is it?
Bill Murray sort of hides it by being a Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd seemed upset. Yeah, like it is. It must have been really hard to revisit for a lot of them.
Yeah.
So off the back of that, we watched
Splash.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Which, interestingly,
Don't you expose my stupidity? I haven't watched it for years.
what?
Oh, it's alright, you've forgotten my stupidity.
Which, interestingly, we in the UK still get to see Daryl Hannah's bottom, whereas in the US on Disney Plus, you don't.
Do they get the nips?
They don't get the nips, no.
Oh,
No, all the Daryl Hannahs are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all censored.
All Daryl's Hannahs.
Yeah. So we watched Splash.
Yeah, we did.
Splash is great.
It is, yeah. We started watching it, didn't you? And you were like, I can't remember whether I find this incredibly fucking creepy or not. I was like, well, let's find out.
Yeah. Turns out I don't find it that creepy, even though it is quite creepy. But yeah, Splash is a lot of fun.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
It was quite fun watching it, having watched the Candy one, where you basically, Tom Hanks was basically saying at first I was quite intimidated by John Candy, and I realised that he was just bringing me along with it and trying to
inviting me in.
Yeah, and you can kind of see that in the scenes. And I think it's easy to forget how good a comedic actor Tom Hanks is.
Yes.
How good a comedian he is. Great actor, great dramatic actor, very good. My favourite Hanks are when he's been zany comedy Hanks. He's so good at it. He's so good at that comedic character actor.
Yeah.
Awful lot of fun. Creepy as fuck. Eugene Levy is doing some great stuff in it.
He's very good in it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Candy just rules everything that happens every season.
Yeah.
He's just like fucking.
But Tom Hanks, like, if he's saying he was intimidated and like it was a relatively early role for him.
Yeah, relatively early. Yeah.
holds his own, to be fair. I mean, I know we're just having a bit of a John Candy loving, but Tom Hanks is fucking mint in this.
Oh yeah, he's great, but he's Tom Hanks, so you know, like I say, he's a great comedic actor.
Yeah.
So I think there's that element of it.
That's it for us, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not, because we also watched The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Oh fuck yeah, yeah we did.
The remake. Yeah. It's crap. It's like really crap.
It's not very good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead's crap in it. What's her name? Is crap in it. What's her name?
Michael Monroe.
Michael Monroe's crap in it. And
Michael Monroe.
Honestly, like her skin is stretched too tight across her bones. And she's struggling to talk.
It makes it seem like something's pulling her from behind to stop her from talking, and that talking is a struggle for her, and that after every scene she needs a good sit down. It's almost like somebody needs to do something here. This doesn't feel right.
No. The wardrobe department hated everybody involved, but especially the husband.
Yeah, there is a scene, bless him, Raul Castillo, there's a scene where he's without his shirt, he's the only nipples you see in the entire thing, and you're looking at going, mate, you look like a chewed up Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
And then the very next scene, he walks in with a load of shopping bags, puts them down, and like the bottom two buttons of his shirt are not done up, but because it can't be done up.
And it's bagging on the buttons that are.
And it's bagging on the buttons that are, and it's like...
But the shirtless scene is when they're having a conversation about the fact that she doesn't want to have sex with him, and it's like, mate, look down.
Yeah. Because you can't see
That's
your penis.
why, you fat fuck.
Oh, excellent.
But it's because it's a really unflattering shot.
It's
because of the way that he is positioned.
Yeah.
And he's shirtless.
They don't... he clearly pissed somebody off.
I'd be really, really offended, though, if I was Mary Elizabeth Winstead and they cast that as my supposed husband. Like, she's a good-looking woman. Isn't she actually dating Ewan McGregor?
She's married to Ewan McGregor.
Married to Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Who is considerably more attractive than the chap in this. And, like, I'd be a bit like, so, is that what you think I could get?
Martin Starr looks like a cartoon character that has come to life in this.
Yeah.
It's really weird how odd it's a really odd movie. If you're going to watch Hand That Rocks the Cradle, just watch the original because it's good.
Yeah.
Like, this has the only reason why I think when you look at the trailer where you go, right, I know why they've remade this. It's so that we can get some sexiness going between Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Michael Monroe.
No.
But we don't. We don't get any sexiness.
You just watch Mary Elizabeth Winstead watch Michael Monroe finger bang someone.
Yeah.
Creepily.
Really creepily, yeah.
And for too long. Yeah, Martin Starr and Ricky Lindholm seem to be like the comic relief.
But they're not funny. Yeah.
They're just a bit like... there.
And then Martin Starr literally dies off screen.
Yeah. Just watch the original.
I also watched Black again, but I watched The Martian again because I love that movie and it seems like I watch it every 6 months now. But Ian, what have you been watching?
It's a good movie, it's The Martian. Yeah, I've got a few things. I'll try and rattle through them. So, let me pull up the list. Yeah, all pretty horror-y, as is the season. Sleepy Hollow.
What's that like on a rewatch?
I'll just read you my Letterboxd review.
I really like this Letterboxd review.
Thank you. Young Ichabod sure did remember his mum's boobs. It's a very boob-heavy movie, this. It's a very horny movie. But it's also Tim Burton doing horror, which he doesn't do outright horror all that often, and it's effective. It's a good time, is Sleepy Hollow. It's a nice mystery. It's nicely nasty, but also kind of in a weirdly safe way as well.
Walken's got good Walken hair in it as well, isn't it?
It's fucking mint in this
He does,
movie.
and his teeth are fabulous.
Yeah.
That's Sleepy Hollow. Rewatched the 2022 Scream because Don had not seen it yet. So I quite like the 2022 Scream. Spoiler alert and whatnot. I love that it's the second film where Oscar winner Mikey Madison gets offed by being burnt alive. Top stuff.
I feel like we need another one, so there's like a trilogy of those.
We kind of do. I feel like she needs to do that because she'll think it's funny. Hopefully,
yeah, I think she might think that's funny. Like,
well, I mean, she's in the Social Network sequel, The Social Reckoning, so there's hope.
like she might get a script where it goes, I die. Could I just alter this? Remember I'm an Oscar winner. Can I just alter this so I get burned alive in the face?
Yeah. She's really good in this, actually. Like, when she's, like, going off and giving it full villain at the end, I think she's pretty great. Key complaint with this one is just there's not actually that many suspects.
No.
They introduce Kyle Garner early on and kill him in, like, his second scene.
Yeah. You kind of know that it's not him.
No, exactly. And it there's just not enough characters in it to be that much of a whodunit, because by the end, you've got the twins, and it just never feels like it's going to be either of them. You've got the boy twins' girlfriend, you've got Mikey Madison, and you've got Jenna Ortega. That's about it, because the other people have been killed off. And Jack Quaid, obviously. But it doesn't feel like there's enough believable suspects in there. But I really like the third act. The motivation is fantastic.
Yeah.
Us true fans are going to write the sequel we were never given. Like, yeah, that's a very good motive, actually. A lot better than Scream 6's, which is just, he was our brother, he was my son. Great. All right, well done, everyone. So that's Scream, and then I did a Carpenter double. And then one of them's going to lead on to something else quickly. So, In the Mouth of Madness, new 4K from Arrow, which looks great. It's a 4K transfer of a shot on film from the 90s with good cinematography and production design, so it looks great.
Yeah.
It's funny. So both with this and The Thing, which I'll talk about in a second, I feel like the last time I watched them, I was more of a pussy. And I had fun with these, and I do wonder whether that's just because the world as a whole feels quite shit at the moment. So to be in these worlds where it's like, hey, it could be worse, actually feels quite relaxing.
That's fair.
But yeah, In the Mouth of Madness, it's like 95 minutes long as well. I forgot how short it was. It's
barrels in that movie.
It does its business efficiently, does this?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's fucking mint.
I think that there's a strong possibility that John Carpenter might be the most efficient director of all time if you're regarding minutes of entertainment versus minutes his films last.
Oh, that's not on anything.
Yeah.
What did you watch, Ian?
What?
In the Mouth of Madness.
Fucking
balls.
Yeah,
I could go for a rewatch of that.
I don't know. It's probably on Apple.
Not for
it
free.
is.
It's not. I'd have to pay £3.49 and only rent it. Actually, to be fair, it's £3.99 to buy. So for an extra 50p, you have it until they change their mind and hide it from you, pretend it never existed.
It might be worth the cost. But yeah, I will say as well, I watched part of one of the commentaries on it as well, where I didn't know this, but it makes so much sense, where the opening theme, Carpenter wanted Enter Sandman, couldn't get the rights, so he just did a rip-off.
Which is so incredibly Carpenter.
Yeah, and also, yeah, totally. Enter Sandman would absolutely make sense with this as well. Like, yeah. So, look, In the Mouth of Madness, great fun, just great fun. So the thing is a perfect film.
Yeah,
You know?
it's weird. It's weird how perfect it is, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, it like every inch of it is perfect. And after in the last show talking about how Lottie just doesn't like films and stuff. She watched the vast majority of this with me.
Oh, really? Love that.
Yeah. She had a good time with it. She was like, yeah, pretty good at the end, you know. She wasn't a fan of the ending.
Show her the prequel and then fucking blow her mind.
It's...
She'd be like, we were talking about that at work today actually. It's like, you get to the end, you're like, oh my god, that's the beginning of that one. Whoa. Love it.
But then throughout the rest of that movie, it feels like it's a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, look, the thing, great fun. Which then leads me into the last thing I'll talk about. I played the vast majority of The Thing Remastered. So this is the Thing game from 20 years ago, remastered for modern platforms, that I played on my Steam Deck and ran flawlessly, which was lovely, except, so, one thing, but basically this is a military team have come in to investigate what the fuck's been going on, and within the first half an hour gives you an answer to what happened at the end of The Thing. John Carpenter considers this canon, and I bet he does because he's in the fucking Thing, which is great. He plays a doctor who you have to rescue at one point. And I didn't know that was going to happen. And it's just, fuck me, that's John Carpenter. And he's voiced by John Carpenter.
Yeah.
And
I mean, John Carpenter is a gamer as well, isn't he?
Big gamer. Yeah, absolutely. I bet it was thrilling for him. And yeah, apparently he considers it canon. So the thing about this game is you control squad mates through it, who you also have to kind of control their fear in case they think you're the Thing. Doesn't make much sense because there's never any like times where like you go to sleep or anything like that. It all happens in one continuous thing. So, but if you give them orders to stay somewhere and you fuck off for a bit, then they'll get nervous, and you can pick up like portable blood tests on the way, and then you can test them or test yourself. And it's like they won't let you test them if they don't trust you. But then if you test yourself, then they'll be like, oh, okay, but then you might not have any blood tests left. And then it might actually turn out that upon contact with a Thing, after a while, they may turn into a Thing themselves. And then you've got to deal with that. It doesn't make much sense in terms of the film because, like, literally just right there in front of you, they start mutating. Even though you haven't been harming them. So, you know, the mythology's a little wonky there, but it's quite fun. However, I got to a point, and there's a bit of this, Mark, that I have an update on.
Ooh.
So, I got to a point where I needed a specific character to open a gate for me. But that character had already been killed by things. And so I was stuck because the game had auto-saved after he died, and I also saved it after he died, not knowing I needed him. So every time I kind of looped back round, oh fuck, I don't have him. So I thought, shit, I've wasted the entire game. So then I logged on to Steam on my TV through the GeForce Now app, where the save hadn't synced from the Steam Deck yet, and was able to retrieve an earlier save. So it was like, oh, great, okay, I'm back. Except, now, I've reached a bit where I am closed off, it's saved, and I am in a room with a boss that can only be killed by fire, I don't have a flamethrower. So, 8 o'clock. So, the game has put me in this position where I don't have a flamethrower. So, what can I do? There is actually an option to restart the level. However, if I restart the level, I still can't get a flamethrower. So I'm now at a point where I literally cannot get any further no matter what I do because I don't have a weapon that can kill the boss.
That seems like a really bad mistake in the game engine.
I don't know how they let it do that. Actually, I know the answer, because the game is only about 5 hours long, and 20 years ago they probably just thought, fuck it, people will be alright just playing it through again.
It was quite a well-revered game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So I've just YouTubed it. I watched a playthrough from that bit, and I've just watched the rest of it. I only had about 20 minutes left.
I remember playing it back when it was released on PS2, I believe it was, wasn't it? I remember playing it there. I didn't finish it. I got quite a long way through it, but I think I just lost flow with it. One of those games, I enjoyed it when I was playing it, but the minute I stopped playing it, it didn't need me to go back to it. So I think I did it over like a few nights, and then it just fizzled out for me.
Yeah, but I was having fun with it, but yeah, fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's got some really fun mechanics in it, though, like giving a blood test to a member of your crew, and then immediately, like, the blood breaks out of the thing, and then it turns in, and then the guy turns into a thing. It is like, oh fuck! So, that was actually pretty good. Last thing as well, I will just say, not enough variance in the enemies. They're basically either little creepy crawly things or mutated people. That's it.
And the creepy crawly things were very scary.
Yeah, they were. They get everywhere.
Yeah.
So there you go. The thing remastered. It's fun enough, but except if you get into something that actually breaks the game.
Right. We do have a couple of questions. So, Rick Kidd sent us one saying, "Hi folks, hope you're all well. Question for the next show. I recently watched the Velosa Pasta. Yes, that's not a typo. Based on the summary. So this is a summary. After losing his parents, a priest travels to China where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. Although he's horrified by his new power, a sex worker convinces him to use it to fight crime. What other films, if any, have you watched based purely off a plot synopsis, even though you know it's going to be shit, but you still have to see it?"
I saw this on Amazon Prime the other day, and I nearly stuck it on.
Yeah.
With that description, it sounded amazing. I actually, I'm ever so sorry, I don't have an answer for this.
Deathbed, the bed that eats people.
But I didn't see a plot description as such. I just heard about it. Because, that's a good answer.
I just heard that and was like, sold.
It's a great title.
Yeah.
Deathbed, the bed that eats people.
Yeah. That'd be the close one I've got to that. Based on plot, Frankenhooker's probably up there. I didn't know that much about Frankenhooker. It was my first Frankenhooker lot. But I read the synopsis and was like, I need to see this like now. This instant.
So films you've picked based on the title?
Just plot, even though you know that it's probably going to be a bit shit.
That's basically all the films I watch. Hell House LLC.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair comment from you.
It's about a hell house, but it's also like a limited company. What the fuck? Let's explore.
Fair, yeah, that's a fair answer, to be fair.
Yeah. And now, like, they're a huge part of my life, an outsized part of my life, like, to an unreasonable level.
Dylan says, what is the most you have disagreed with the journalist or popular opinion about a film?
Avatar.
I have two for this. Any Alex?
I'm trying to think. I don't really read reviews.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't.
I'm going to just say that I'm going to just use the first bits of the bit journalist. The first one was Robbie. What's he called? Who used to do the reviews for Telegraph and News of the World? Rory Collin. Yeah. I had a good disagreement with him about Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Banger.
When he reviewed it and basically just didn't review the actual movie. He just talked about the fact that he didn't like Hot Tub Time Machine, and I called him a mince-faced assassin of joy online, and he didn't take to it very well. And then I got into like a full-on like, you mean you're not reviewing the movie? That's fine. You can not like the movie, but just don't constantly go on about the previous movie. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it counts, but I will passionately defend my position on the movie Elf.
Yeah, you hate that movie, don't you?
Fucking despise it.
What film, sorry?
Elf.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Got into a like quite fiery discussion with somebody on at work like 2 days ago about it. But luckily, like everyone except this one guy that agreed with me.
I think my other one was I'm having a disagreement with one of the guys from Slash Film because he didn't get along with Casablanca because he didn't think it was a very good love story. And I sort of fed back into the show saying, but it's not. You've misunderstood what it is, gone in with that preconception, and then criticised it for not being what you misunderstood it for it was supposed to be about. That's not what the film's about. And he basically just ripped into me via this email that I'd sent in. And the only fun bit about it was Rian Johnson was on that same episode, and he basically went, mate, you are completely wrong. The guy on the email is right.
Fair.
You're an idiot. So yeah, that was quite fun. But yeah, that's the ones that I've done. I mean, there's loads because like fucking the Babadook, everyone liking that. Like, what is everyone fucking high?
Which one?
The Babadook.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what are we covering next week, Ian?
Okay, so we've got Shelby Oaks.
Yep.
Which should be interesting. Begonia is out.
I'm looking forward to Begonia for a couple of reasons. One, I think it looks really quite interesting. Two, I'm sick of seeing the fucking trailer.
Fair.
Yeah.
Ballad of a Small Player is on Netflix.
That's on Netflix, isn't it?
Even though I will say there is a part of me that wants to say, do at least me and Becky fuck something off to go see Chainsaw Man?
Is that still showing? It's not showing as showing.
I think it's showing this weekend, isn't it? Cineworld.
Don't think so.
I think it is.
No, you check it. You check it again.
Hang on a sec. What time are you at work till on Friday?
9:30.
I could do. I finish at lunchtime on Friday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So you could do that. You could do Chainsaw Man.
It's not showing in. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. There's a 1:20 showing in York. I could go straight after work.
Yeah, do that.
I am wondering whether I might not see Shelby Oaks and go see Chainsaw Man.
Can we skip Begonia instead?
Okay, so that, I suppose maybe that's a question then.
Oh, you're real keen for Begonia though, aren't you?
Okay, let's try and work this out. So if two of us are up for Begonia, two of us are up for Chainsaw Man, would you two see Shelby Oaks as well? And then it's almost like there's three of us, there's three films, and we've each seen two of them?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I think we're going to go and see Shelby Oaks, and I'll definitely see Begonia.
I'll come see Begonia with you. I'll do all three.
Oh, you do all three?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But then you're missing Chainsaw Man.
I'm fine with that. I'll catch up at another time.
I'll come and see.
I might judge it if I think Noel is going to go see it tonight as we're recording. I might see what he says. The word on it's not amazing enough that I'm already pissed off that I missed Chainsaw Man to go see Springsteen.
That's fair.
I don't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah. Go and see Chainsaw Man. We'll work out the rest.
And Bex, so apparently the whole series of Chainsaw Man before this is only about 2.5 hours. Now, would you watch the series before, or do we just both go in dry?
What's the series on?
Mark Flicks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to get a chance before Friday because I have to go to bed at like 11 o'clock at night at the moment, and it's killing me, if I'm honest. I'm not an early sleeper, am I?
No.
Okay, well, look, that's cool. We'll both go see Chainsaw Man, like with no prior what the fuck. I'm looking at a 11 IMAX showing on Saturday morning that has currently sold 0 tickets.
Oh.
No, one ticket by an absolute fucking freak show of a person. I am going to send you
Oh, when the kids sit.
a screenshot of the seating chart. Sorry, I know.
Are they
I'm
sat?
sending it now.
Are they sat literally on the fucking screen?
No, like I've sent you the chart. I actually might need to go to a different showing if this is the only person in the cinema.
Where the cross.
That person doesn't want to be near another human.
I respect
so
that, to be
this
fair.
person is the furthest to the right that is possible. There are 3 rows behind that don't quite go to the right. This person is like the 4th row from the back in the furthest to the right you can be in the screen.
It's a power move. That position.
Yeah.
That is psycho behaviour.
I'll see all 3 because as much as I don't think Begonia looks very good, I would hate to not go see it and it be actually really fucking banging.
I think it looks like I'm really looking forward to it. I've done a full 180 on Yorgie Boy.
You seem to have done,
Yeah.
which is wild. Hang on, what was the other one we said? I've gone completely blank.
Shelby Oaks.
Yeah, I'm obviously down with that.
Yeah.
Alright, lovely job. Alright, so that is going to be quite the show next week.
Yep.
Chainsaw Man, baby. It's happening.
And obviously the main review
Is Hell House.
is Hell House LLC. Lineage.
Oh, shit, of course. Yeah. I do feel like we need to lead off with that next week.
I think we do, yeah. I think that needs to have main review.
Yeah.
Please don't be shit. Please don't be the Terrifier 3.
Hey, look, Stephen Cognetti has not let you down so
He
far.
hasn't. We need to do Forest Road, actually, don't we, babe?
Yes.
That's our Friday night Halloween movie.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I think I mistakenly agreed to that.
Yeah, you did. To stop me from nagging about watching it for the rest of the week.
Yeah, 'cause you didn't fucking shut up about it. What film are you going to watch? Do you want to watch No, I fucking don't.
You love me.
Right. That was episode 604. So thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much, Mark Foster.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you very much, Michael Mark Foster.
Thank you very much, listeners.
It's still 0-0.
It is still 0-0, yes. And we shall speak to you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's go get disappointed by footballers. Woo!
Bye.
Bye.
Right, bye.